Hello everyone, this is Michelle, the Stamp Broker, and welcome to our yearly scrapbook hop for school layouts. This is hop number 1 for elementary. This is with Sarah Scraps, and I will have links down below to everyone else that is playing along. So I'm going to be honest with you, I actually need a hop like this to motivate me to go back and scrapbook school photos. I'm just that far behind. Even though I started scrapbooking in the beginning of 2003 when my son was an infant. My daughter was already 9, my stepdaughter was already 12. And so it's kind of hard to, you know, catch up basically, right? So I just get overwhelmed and I just have all these school photos and years put up and I never pull them out. And so a hop like this really helps me be motivated to get something done. So let me tell you what I've done so far. I found this paper that said 4th grade on it, and it was from scrapbookcustoms.com. Pretty sure I bought it at a scrapbook store, and I think I have bought several different grades. Now, I'm not one that is going to be stuck in like everything every year has to have the same format and blah blah blah. Like, I just need to get it done, although I am still a perfectionist, so there is that. So let me show you what I've done so far. I have this 4th grade, and let me move some things around because I make such a mess when I scrapbook. Let's see. Where am I? Okay, so this was actually at the bottom of this paper, and I was gonna leave it on. And when I went to cut off this little strip at the bottom, on one I cut the strip off, and on the other one I actually cut it at the ruler. So I'm like, oh great, now what? Well, now what allows me to not use this? This isn't really my favorite paper because it's got a gloss to it. Not crazy about it. So then I found this paper, which is a cut apart sheet, and it is from, hold on, where is it from? I think Creative Imaginations, is that a company? Let's see. Well, if I find it, I'll let you know. And then I took, I like that it said 4th grade, 4th. So I took that and made it like a banner. And then these strips are actually branding strips or zip strips from the Close to My Heart collection that came out a year or 2 ago called Smarty Pants. So I thought that those colors kind of went well with these colors, and I'm not going to be like, oh, obsessing that there's purple here and there's no purple down here, or that this green does not match that green. I'm just not going to get into that. I also took, I've been playing with my washi lately. I was making like kind of border strips with them, putting them on white cardstock strips. So I still had this out, the yellow matches, so I just thought I'd put it up here at the top. Then my goal is to truly use up as much as I can. I don't think I'll ever will, but use up these, all these Project Life cards. These are real Project Life cards, Becky Higgins. I bought so many of them up that because I thought I was gonna do Project Life, and I really haven't. I still love the concept, but I'm not saying I won't, but when I start making a layout, it always ends up not being Project Life. So I thought, why not use them to mat? Instead of pulling out cardstock, why not use these cards? Okay. Then also, let me explain the photos. So these are 4th grade, and I don't know if it's like this where your children go to school, but my children, I guess until they got into high school, there were 2 school pictures taken every year. The one in the fall and the one in the spring, right? And so this blue background one is actually his fall photo. So I started out with it on the left side because chronologically you'd start with fall and then go to spring, right? But this one just screams to be on the left, the way he's facing to the right. And by the way, is he not adorable? Look at this kid, and look how much he had changed from fall to spring. Oh, such a cutie. Okay, so he's a junior in college today. He started his junior year in college. So basically, I was just trying to put some blue over here since he's wearing red, and put some red over here because he's wearing blue. And then years ago, I had done a layout of my daughter. Actually, it's her 4th grade photos, and it's a large photo. It's probably a 5x7, and if I can find it, I'll leave a photo of it at the end. But I was a consultant with a company that no longer exists. It's called TLC, Top Line Creations, and they had, I was following basically a sketch, and they had used along the side a border of the wallet size photos, because I mean, let's be honest, do we not have a bunch of these wallets? I usually do. Like, here are the photos that are extra, and these don't include the ones that are still in the package. So originally I was gonna do, before I found this 4th grade paper, I was gonna do like a whole row, right? And then these are a different size, but they're the same, well, almost the same height. And then I was going to do a whole row of those. I guess I was going to do like, I don't know. You know how it kind of evolves as you scrapbook. So, but I decided that I really just wanted 2 here. And then over here, since these are smaller, 4 would fit, and they fit on this card really well. And I haven't decided if I'm going to straighten up the corners. I really think I might keep it, I think I might keep it rounded, because if I straighten these corners up, I'll get rid of the numbers. And see, this is actually, it's got a, it's debossed or whatever, so you can fold it. But I'm just going to use it like this, and then meet that one in the middle. And I don't know if I'm going to center it, or I think I'll probably just center it where those numbers are just peeking out. Okay, so what I want to get on this layout, in addition to the photos, is I want to get the school year, which was 2012 to 2013. So these are actually taken in 2012, and these are 2013. And then I want to put, maybe I need to die cut some letters or use my Cricut, but I want these to say spring and this to say fall somewhere. I also have this journaling card from Smarty Pants from Close to My Heart, and I like that it has the colors here. So I thought I might just tuck it down here, maybe. I don't know. And then I have a really old stamp set Turn Close to My Heart, but it's new to me. I bought it used, but it's actually never been used, so I got a really good deal on it. And this grade little metal tag looking thing, I'm going to stamp 4th on the grade. And I took off the report card and the pencil and the apple, and I'm thinking that I will try to make a few clusters, but I'm not going to go crazy with it. Basically, I think it's already busy with all the colors, so I may not even make a visual triangle. We'll see. So what I need to do, well, and first of all, or second of all, or third of all, whatever, since I'm going to make these meet and there's just a little bit of overlap, like 1/8 of an inch, I'm going to mount these on some paper I had in a paper pad that's a little bit thinner than our White Daisy cardstock, a little bit. I need a little bit of stability, but not a whole lot. So I think I am going to, and that's even torn there, but that'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. So that's what I need to do first. So I will put you on fast forward as I work on this layout. Okay, so here I am putting the layout together, and I'm going to back these two 12 by 12s, or they were once 12 by 12s with the 4th grade on them. I'm going to back them in some pattern paper that I don't want. But then I realized that on the back side is this blue with white that says 4th grade on it, and I decide I have to have some of that. So I go and gut this right-hand side behind where my big photo is going to go, and in the end I cut it a little, I got a little too greedy with it, and so the Project Life cards just barely fit. But where there is, like right there where the green and the red meet, and there's the rounded corners, you can see where I gutted it. So I'm just going to hide embellishment. I'm going to put embellishments to hide it. So I also got the left-hand side, and I do get less greedy. I feel like I learned my lesson. And I don't know, I cut it out, but I do not know why I had such a hard time getting everything lined up when I glued the 4th grade paper onto the back of the cardstock. But in the end, I think it looks okay. It's not straight, it's not plumb, but it will work. So as you see here, I had to trim it off a little bit, and it should have just fit. But you know, okay, and so I'm sorry, Finley's in the background. He wants to go outside, so he's ringing his bell. But he can't really go outside right now because I'm doing the voiceover. So Finley, you will just have to wait. Finley, in case those of you who don't know about Finley, he is my rescue dachshund mix. He is my big little dog. He's still in the little dog size, but he's big. He's like 30 pounds, 33 pounds, so he's pretty big. Okay, so how many Project Life cards did I use on these two layouts? I counted them up, and I used 9 Project Life cards total. I am so impressed with myself. So here I am, I'm trying to choose the colors I want to use to stamp, and I don't really have a lot of embellishments, so I'm going to make them with that stamp set you see on the left. I'm going to stamp out that grade oval in like 4 or 5 different colors. I use that willow green, and then I end up using avocado. But I'm not sure what color I want it, so I'm like, well, we'll just make it all the colors. And then I stamped out several pencils. I guess I used 5 on my layout, and I stamped them in green, yellow, and blue, not the red. I figured not the red because I was stamping out red apples. And I just had already a piece of 12 by 12 white daisy that I had been stamping on, kind of playing around with, and so I just did that. Now, I did, I don't know what you call it, but the pencils, I stamped them in, like, say green, but then I also stamped the tip in pink, and then the little metal part that holds the eraser up, I stamped that in charcoal, I think. And then the tip, I ended up stamping in, I'm not sure what that brown is. It's a retired brown. But I did second generation on that, and also, sorry about that. I got a phone call. So what I was saying is that I pieced the pencils together, and I think they turned out super cute. I ended up coloring the very tip where the lead would be with a charcoal Le Pen, and I think it looks pretty realistic. Where I've been rearranging my scrapbook room, and so I couldn't even find all my blocks, so I just used what I had. But normally I would use a smaller block for some of the smaller things. But you know, it is what it is. And I have a brand new stamp chamois, that blue cloth up in the upper left, and it's the first time I've even replaced the other ones. They come in a pack of 2 from Close to My Heart, and I love them. They work so well, and it's sitting on a little case that also I bought from Close to My Heart. I don't leave it wet. I let it dry. And so one side of that sandwich is got holes in it so that it never can stay wet and get moldy or whatever. So here I am, I'm cutting, fussy cutting, and I just showed the one apple where, you know, I'm going to move the paper and not the scissors to fussy cut. And it was pretty easy going. I don't mind fussy cutting. I have a TV set up on my table now. We got a new Fire Stick. My old one stopped working, and so I just sat there and watched scrapbook videos or listened to them more like it. But I felt like, you know, I had a friend with me, so that was nice. And I did stamp out that report card in black, but I did not end up using it. I figure there's plenty of other layouts I can use it on. So whatever I didn't use that I had stamped out and cut out, I will just probably put in a little baggie and put it back with that stamp set, so it'll be easy to find. Let's see. And I did find my daughter's 4th grade layout that I was talking about earlier. So I took a photo of it. I just need to add it to, this video, maybe at the end. So you can see what I'm talking about, using the wallets as like a border. That's kind of what inspired me to use more than one on these layouts. And then in the end, they're not borders, but you know how layouts start out as one thing and then they end up something else. At least mine do. Surely I'm not the only one. So there I am, just gluing the little pencil together, and it turned out so cute. All right, so now I am back to the layout. I've got all my embellishments made, and I've made some decisions. I've rummaged through my Project Life cards over and over and over, just trying to balance the colors, balance the patterns, not having like 2 polka dots together or 2 stripes, that kind of thing. I've got everything kind of where I want it. I've added in some cork. I found that place to put the 2012-2013 is out of the embellishment pack, I think from Simple Stories. And so that kind of brought in the cork. So then I used a couple of cork stars from, it's like an apple picking schoolish collection, and I can't remember the name of it, but there it is. I really like combining things. And that little strip of stripes, that's funny, that little strip of stripes up on the upper right corner of the right layout, I'm glad I saved that. That's what went behind the 5x7 photo, and I cut it so I might use it later, and then I found a great place for it, so that was great. So now I need to go and find his first day of school photo, and maybe I just need to continue with 4th grade. What do y'all think? There's a lot of unorganized papers that I need to go through, but it would be nice to kind of like have the whole 4th grade done. And I'm not sure what all I will scrapbook. I'm pretty sure I still went on some field trips. Maybe I went to some parties at school. So definitely first day of school, last day of school, but I think there's some things in between. Plus I need to document his teachers. He actually had 3, but one was more like a homeroom. And then maybe I need to ask them who taught what, because I can't remember. But that might be good to document. And then I was also thinking about, I always think of these things after the fact, but putting that he's age 9 in the right-hand photo for the fall photo. And then since he has a December birthday, he's actually 10 in the left-hand photo where he's wearing red. So I may just put that somewhere small, just to document his ages, different ages. Yeah, my daughter has an August birthday, so she's the same age all through the school year, but Brayden changes ages in the middle. Kind of like one semester, one age, other semester, the new age. So, you know, and in the end, I'm not sure if I should have used both of those 4th grade papers side by side. Maybe it looks kind of redundant. Maybe it's not really a 2-page layout. Maybe it's 2 companion pages. I'm not sure, but I'm not changing it. I spent way too much time on this layout to change my mind. Also, I want to say that, like, say on that right-hand photo where there's embellishments that are overlapping the photo, I made sure that I didn't get any glue or glue dots. Nothing is attached to that photo. So, like the apple and etc. there, it's not attached. And that's so that if I ever need to pull it out and like scan a copy, I can. All right, well now here are the still shots. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. I love comments, and if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love you to subscribe to my channel. All right, well, have a great day. Bye-bye.